Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Lifetalkpod with Bami. We want to thank each and every one of you that have subscribed, engaged and followed our page. This is a place where we unpack life, one kind of conversation at a time. I am your wonderful host, and today we're going to be diving into a topic that is universal, is unavoidable, and honestly, is often overwhelming at times: adulting. I have with me three of my wonderful friends, Benjamin, Shola, and Toby. Very soon you'll hear from them, but I just want to do a quick monologue to see and to know what we are diving into. So now let's be real, no one really sat us down and explained what adulthood actually entails. Sure, we have learned quadratic equations from schools, memorized historical dates, maybe even took a typical test in school, but no one handed us like a guide on credit scores, emotional boundaries, or how to buy groceries without blowing half of our paycheck on snacks, So the title of this episode, is Navigating Adulting, the Unspoken Rulebook. So because let's face it, adulting doesn't come with instructions. Most of us are figuring it out through trial and error, late night Google searches that begin with, so is it normal to, all this, and now AI has taken over everything. So you don't need to use Google again, most people use AI now. So we just want to explore a lot of things, just have a discussion, and, hopefully we'll see where it leads us to. So I want to introduce my friends to you. Ben, Shola, Toby, you guys can take it away. From Ben, top to bottom.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Benjamin.
You have to speak louder, guy.
Oh, you can't hear me. sorry about that. So hi everyone. My name is Benjamin. I am an assistant manager with KPMG Nigeria. What else? I'm a tech enthusiast. I like new stuff, tech stuff, and I'm an adult too, so we are here to talk about adult stuff and see where it goes.
Okay, man. Shola.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Shola. You can call me Dorcas. I'm a finance analyst in Ava Brands. What else? I sing.
You do what?
I sing.
You sing?
Yeah.
Okay. Toby, can you hear me? Can Toby hear me? Toby, are you there? I thought I could hear him just now. It's time. And say something if you can hear me now. Introduce yourself if you can hear me, Toby. Okay, we'll come back to Toby. I just want to have some conversation with my guys, So, babe, how are you now? Are you still sulking over Man Uni? Season has ended now, so
Season has ended now, so yes.
What did you say?
Our season has ended since we've been in pre-season since.
Okay, you have to speak up louder. I don't know why you're acting like this. So I want you to just talk about like a moment that made you stop and think, like, okay, wait, am I really an adult now? Like that moment that it dawned on you that you started paying your own bills and things like that.
Okay, can you guys hear me? I need to confirm you can hear me.
Yeah, but you have to speak louder.
Okay, I'm trying. I don't know what's wrong with my mic or something. Anyway, so yeah, I would say when it dawned on me that I am now a full-grown adult and there is no, I won't say there is no backup Shabo, that the backup is not readily available like it used to be was when I
Mm.
rented my first apartment and I moved into my first apartment. So, previously I used to stay with my mom. I had a job, I used to go to work, I used to come back from work. But my mom, my family was always there. So if I
Mm.
needed anything, they're always there for me to fall back on. But then when I moved out and I stayed like the first week in my new apartment alone, that's when it dawned on me that groceries I have to buy for myself, my salary, my funds, I have to manage it myself because there's nobody to fall back on. Um, my house chores, cleaning the house, everything has to be done by me. If I don't do it, nobody will come and do it. And even worst of all, if I don't do it, nobody will come and tell me to do it. Unlike before when I used to stay in my parents' house. So that's when it actually dawned on me, and from there I just decided to take it up and man up and do the necessary things I had to do.
And how did that like? How was the experience like for you?
Hmm. The experience was, for me, I think it was exciting as a young man, living alone. First of all, one thing about it is that it was really, really, it was exciting because I could do whatever I wanted,
Mm.
however I wanted, whatever time I wanted. That was the exciting part. That was one thing I remember very well. So I could go out with my friends at 10 and stay outside overnight. I could wake up by 9 if I don't have work that day. I could wake up anytime I like. I could wake up and decide to do nothing too. That was the exciting part um of the whole process. But then, as everything that's good has its own bad sides. So two things I would say that weren't so great about that experience of being a full-grown adult and depending on yourself and yourself alone is that, one, the loneliness sets in sometimes. So sometimes you stay the whole day without talking to anyone, and just maybe you in the evenings I used to walk around my area just so that I see and probably interact with humans because I haven't for the whole day. So that's one thing that I would say that wasn't so great about that. And the second thing is learning to manage your finances because, like you said, no one teaches you these things. You learn
Mm.
the if you don't manage it properly, you learn the hard way. So while you're coming from somewhere where you didn't have to pay for a lot of things, if you even do anything in the house, is appreciated, is welcome. But now you're going to somewhere where everything is on you. Food stuff is on you, bills, your electricity bills, water bills, whatever bills, and you still have to keep saving for rent every month so that it doesn't catch you off guard. So that's how the experience was for me. It had its good side and its bad sides as well.
Mm. Thank you, Shola. How are you now?
Fine, good.
Is adulting working well for you?
Is what?
I said, is the adulting is it working well for you?
Is the adulting what?
Is it working well for you? If you
Ah,
said it's very straight, now ah, do tell me,
well,
please.
adulting. Okay, so at first, when I was much more younger, I wanted to become an adult. I'm always saying I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby because I'm the last one of my house, and everybody refers to me as the baby of the house. And I'm always wanting to be an adult. Like, no, I want to be an adult. But then when I finally became an adult, I saw that adulting is not really easy like that. When I was living with my
Mm.
parents, it was still sweet because my mom cooks, my dad provides the money. Sometimes my mom do the cooking, and I eat. I do like there are some things I don't even do myself. They'll just do it for me. But when I left my parents' house, I knew adulting was real. You have to fend for yourself. You have to pay your bills, NEPA bill, rent. No. And you also need to improve yourself, like your skill. That's when you start thinking of, okay, what can I add to my skill to make me relevant? What can I do to increase income? What can I do? What can I like? It kind of swings
Yeah.
because I I have the right to go anywhere I want to go and come back anytime I want to come back. Nobody's going to stop me. But see that responsibility part.
Mm. So how do you deal with the pressure of having it all figured out?
Well,
Since you say you're paying your bills, you're paying NEPA rent, or NEPA, I don't want to say NEPA rent because it's you're
elect-
paying your electricity
yeah.
bill. That you're paying everything by yourself. So since you have it all figured out, so how do you deal with the pressure?
Well, I just try to plan ahead, right?
Mm.
I try to plan and I try to earn more. So I don't
Ah,
rely on my salary alone. I try to do other things.
like what?
Okay, like I'm into real estate. I sell
Ah,
soap. I
that's nice.
I go for shows. So
So which shoes?
okay, like I do studio work, right?
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
So I plan for those.
So okay, so you have it. So you have your plan already set to that. That's nice.
I've been
That's nice. So Ben, oh good, my guy.
I'm
So I
with you.
wanted to know
I'm
if you feel
with
like adulthood is something like a fixed stage or a constant learning curve. If it's something that is fixed, maybe if you're just getting there, you've gotten there already, or you don't need to change anything. You just like you know.
you. So personally, I think adulthood is a constant learning um time, a constant period of learning in a
Mm,
person's life. Because I can tell you for free that even people that have been adults for a long time, they don't have it all figured out. Nobody has it all figured out. They are still learning, they are still making mistakes. And as a person, I think the best thing you can do for yourself is to try and cut yourself some slack. Don't be too hard on
I
yourself when you
can't.
don't make it. Shola, can you hear me? Or it's just eerie? Shola can hear me too. Wow. Something
Okay,
is
I
wrong with
don't
my
know.
mic.
I can't hear me again. I'm Shola. Can you hear me? Okay, Ben. Oh, you're back.
I can hear
Okay.
you. I can hear you. Okay, you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can. So you can continue.
Okay. All right. So I was saying that one thing you can do for yourself as an adult in this time and age is to cut yourself some slack because as you are just figuring it out, other people too are figuring it out like at the same period of time. Nobody has it all figured out already. So if you don't meet your
Mm.
target for probably savings or your monthly income that you're trying to make, or you're even making mistakes in probably even relationships, you should try and give yourself time to adjust and time to redirect yourself and make it right.
So
That's I think.
yeah. So I want to just ask both of you. So how do somebody like now transition into that part of your life where you can actually sustain for yourself? You can. How do you transition into the adulthood for per se?
So I do you want to go? Can Shola hear us?
Shola, do you want to go? I should be say you have it all figured out now.
okay. Now it's not like I have it all figured out 100%, but then,
How many percent then?
like I said, I plan for things. Sometimes my plans
Mm.
fail, right? But I bounce back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. So like, how do you now transition? Like, what I'm saying, you don't understand the question I'm saying. Like, okay, you're a teenager, from the teenage years to the young adult years, then into the full blown adulthood, where you are also part of the Tinubu economy and labor force. So how does that actually, translate into your own life personally, or how did you transition fully into where you can, you know, be self-sustaining?
Okay. With everything going around now, the Tinubu
Mm,
regime and everything, I have no choice than to just grow.
that's nice.
I am left with no choice than to grow, than to transition into that adulthood itself. And by
Yeah,
transitioning into adulthood, like I said earlier, I have to factor in a lot of things,
yeah.
especially
Well,
the financial part.
yeah, which is what I wanted to even go into because I know we are all finance people here, although I left you guys into that. I left you guys in that world.
Really?
And funny enough, my friends are chartered accountants, so I left them to complete it for me, and they did a very good job. So I wanted to know your. I wanted to go into finances, work, and career realities. A lot of people, especially in our country, the expectation is like, okay, there's a reality of what you can actually do and a career dream. Because there's this exams that we take, we call it jam, where you know they test your strengths, your weaknesses, so you know where you fall in and you can pick up your chips where they lie. So for those that want to do medicine and everything, the cut off marks is always high. So you that want to end up doing medicine can decide that they can decide to give you biochemistry, and it's a very good course. I'm not shading anything, but what I want to know is that how do you now um like take on this stuff where they say follow your passion advice? Is it realistic or is it practical?
Okay.
Is Ben going?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let me go. Yeah. So there's this meme I saw one time. Is it a meme or it was a short video, sure. There's this guy that was interviewed. He's a young boy, and they asked him this question that um what are your plans for your future in this Nigeria? What are your plans? What do you plan to do with your life? And this young man answered that this country, you cannot plan this country. This this country will plan you. And anyhow that the country plan you, you will take it like that.
It's the government that
So
will plan for you.
I'm telling you, any plan they have for you, you will manage it like that and take it and be going. So sometimes chasing your dream in this country is just shambles. Some people have, so the thing is that at the end of the day, if you are really
No, no,
tenacious,
because I want you to reiterate that point. Sometimes it's not all the time because there's some people that
yeah, I
actually
said
chase.
sometimes,
Uh,
but I want to give you reasons why I said what I said. So
okay.
for example, I know people that their dreams were to become doctors or nurses. They wanted to enter the medical field, and despite everything the country threw at them, they chased it. They were really, really after their dreams. They got their dreams. They became doctors. They became nurses. Now, tell me why a doctor in Nigeria is earning 100,000, 120,000 naira a month and saves lives, and they work so much. Nurses don't even earn that much. I have a very close friend that is a nurse. They don't even earn that much. Why is it like that? Why, like, so when you chase your dreams and achieve your dreams, and that's the kind of salary, that paltry sum. For those that don't know how much 100,000 or 120,000 is in a month, That's about, it's less than £200. It's also less than
Yeah,
two
it
hundred
is.
dollars in a month. In a full month. So inside there, you pay your bills, you'd save for rent if you are staying alone, you feed, you do everything inside that money. How? So
Mm.
people, what happens is that people chase their dreams, they get the dreams, then some people get frustrated after achieving their dreams because the country frustrates you. And then what happens? They try to jackpot or they try to emigrate out of this country. And that is what happens in most Nigerian youths. And that's why a lot of Nigerian youths are trying to leave the country. So it's just how it is. Then, and those are the few that actually chase and catch their dreams. Some people chase and chase and chase and they do not still get it because the
Mm.
system is rigged against you as a Nigerian youth actually. So those are my thoughts on that.
Thank you. Chioma, can you hear me? 'Cause I think she's trying to join us.
Can you hear
Uh,
me? Yeah, I can.
I don't know if Chioma can hear me, but if you can hear me, just say hi.
I can hear
And let me go
you,
to
Shona.
Shola. Ben, thank you so much. I actually appreciate the answer. Shola, I want to know how you can balance survival jobs. Like what Ben said the other time, that how can a doctor be earning 120 less than £200 a month, and you have to survive on that and everything. Choma, please turn on your mic so that we can hear you, so that you can talk. And your video, please switch on the video and your mic if you can hear me. You know, any less than £200 or dollars for someone that actually saves life and does bulk of the work. But what's your take on what I want to call survival jobs, like balancing survival jobs with pursuing long term? No, we are not live. It's pre-recorded. Okay. Like, how do you now balance survival jobs with pursuing long-term careers? Like you said, you're into soap making, you do studio work, you do. I can't really. I didn't really. I don't know. And you're into real estate, but at the beginning when you introduced yourself, you said you're a financial expert. Is that what you said? You're a financial. You're a finance analyst at a company, so you have a stable job. I have some other background and side hustles that you do. So how do you now balance those things with pursuing a career? I'm sure you want to pursue a career. I'm sure you're pursuing a career as a financial analyst, right?
Yeah.
So please explain to us how you balanced all those five jobs that you mentioned, because there are like five or six. Am I right then?
Okay. So I understand that I mentioned a number of things and balancing them. Of course, nothing comes easy. Nothing is easy. I just look at the ones that pays more.
Sorry, just hold on, Shola. Shoma, can you hear us? I thought I could hear
I
her
can hear
now.
you. Can you hear me? Can you hear
If you
me?
can hear us, just say hi and just switch on your mic, so that we
Hear
can
me?
hear, and switch on your camera so
Can
that we
you
can
hear
see you
me? My
too.
mic is on.
And Shola, please continue. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
Shola, you can continue. Yeah.
So I give priority to the more paying side also. Now the kind of effort I put to soap making is different from the kind of effort I put to real estate. And balancing my normal career job with it, that's my Monday to Friday job. I go to work Monday to Fridays. Weekends is for my side hustle. So I balance
Mm.
my side hustle mostly during weekends. And sometimes during weekdays I also work. Like I score songs, I try to close deals with few clients, right? I try to just merge everything together. It's actually not easy, but I make use of both weekends and weekdays, morning and night, aside from midnight. I don't do anything in the midnight. I sleep.
Wow. Christina, you are welcome. I don't know, as if for joining, switch on the camera and the mic so that we could see you and we could actually hear you. Maybe I don't know whether she can hear me. Welcome. Switch on your mic.
Sorry. Can you hear me? No, I think it's
Yes, I
Tiana
can
that
hear you,
just asked.
Chioma.
Hi guys, can you all hear me?
Stacy.
Okay, I can hear you.
Hi, Christy.
Oh,
Hi, Choma. Hi, Shola. Hi, Ben. Guy,
calm down. This
guy,
is my
rest,
podcast, please.
rest.
Let us maintain decorum. How are
I'm
you
good. How
now?
are you?
Chioma, how are you?
Same here. Nice to
It's
see
nice
you
to see
all.
you. First of all, introduce yourself so that we can continue. Because you're
All
talking
right.
about adults
Hello
here.
everyone.
Christina, you're actually plaiting your hair and you're on the podcast. Okay.
I'm multitasking.
I don't worry. And Chioma, please you can do this. You see what I'm saying? Christina, please introduce yourself.
Ah, okay. Um, my name is Christiana Ashaolu. I'm a financial planning analyst.
Ah,
Yeah. What else? You guys know me.
the audience don't know you now. You say that if everybody are financial analyst for this platform, Abi.
Except me, oh.
Me self, because I don't know. I'm not a financial analyst. Everybody's not a financial analyst. Chioma, how are you now? Please introduce yourself. Chichi.
I'm good. All right. Hello everyone. My name is Chioma. What else you want to hear? Okay.
What
I'm
the
just kidding. So I'm a finance business partner.
ah,
Yeah.
I like all these titles. So Ben is assistant manager. Shola is the financial expert. Christina, financial analyst. What's your
Financial
own? Financial
analyst. Shola is
eh?
financial analyst.
Finance business partner.
Which one is that one again?
Okay, so when it has I'm into finance analysis, like we analyze financials and we also bring business into finance where we manage stakeholders, you know,
Oh,
and the likes.
that's nice. That's nice. That's,
Yeah, thank you. I need to turn on the phone.
whoever is
Sorry.
dragging chair there, this is not funny. So we're talking about I sent the topic out to you guys. So the topic is also navigating adults in the rulebook.
I did
We're
not go
just
through it, yeah. But let's see.
we're just trying to talk about how you know we see our careers, the realities versus the
Mhm.
survival of it. How we can turn about decision makings, but we're still going to go into a lot of things. We're just in the beginning stage of the whole thing. So Chioma, if I can now ask you a question, since you are here already, because Ben and Shola have been talking since. So let me ask you a question. So what was the one career mistake that turned out to be a valuable life lesson for you?
Mm. Career mistake that
Career
turned out. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Wait, this thing's going to go live. Eh, would I really call it a mistake? I wouldn't say it's a mistake actually, though. But yeah. So I don't know. Let me just shall say it. I wanted to study engineering, right? I wanted to be an electrical electronics engineering. However, I ended up studying agricultural economics. But at first, I was like, what is agricultural economics? Maybe I'll end up being a farmer or whatever. I hated the course. Sorry, I'm sweating. Yeah, it's hot. I hated the course, right? But at the end of the day, see me now, I'm a chartered accountant. So what I thought was like when I thought I was going to end up in a farm or being a consultant to farmers has turned into something else. I'm not into financials. So yeah, initially I thought agricultural economics was like a mistake to me since I didn't end up studying engineering because I've always had this feel like engineering has been my passion to repair stuff, electrical, yeah. But
Yeah,
I digressed. I went to
but
something
farming is
else.
lucrative now, isn't it? I think it's,
Yeah, so yes, it is, but I didn't see myself in that field. I didn't see myself farming. I never saw myself planting crops or
it's not
rearing
about planting
animals or
crops.
doing something like
Because
that. Yes, I know it's
before you
actually like
came,
diverse. It's actually wide,
yeah,
right?
before you came, you actually talk about this jam, right, Shola,
Yeah.
where you say you want to study medicine, they'll give you biochemistry, you don't need to course. So I understand the whole situation. So we covered that before you came. But what I also wanted to know is like, okay, well, that was you didn't pursue a career in agricultural economics, right? You didn't do that. You just went to ICANN straight. What made you go into the finance part of the career?
I love money. I love numbers.
You love money, I love numbers.
So, so I love numbers, right? And there was a course we did. So that I think that was where my interest in agricultural economics like grew. So there was a course we did, I think around 40 or thereabouts, agri-finance. So
Mm.
I saw, oh, finance.
I
Wow, I
thought you
think
could
there's
hear me
something I can
before.
actually benefit in this.
Um so I want to ask Chema this question because this question is related to you because you didn't have a background. I think none of you had a background in finance. Did any of you yeah, what did you study in school?
Like I said earlier, right?
Uh,
This country, you cannot plan this country.
no,
Is
I'm
this
not saying
country?
I'm not trying to. I just want to know what did you study in school?
Biochemistry, just tell them.
I studied biochemistry.
Biochemistry. Eh?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What was your first degree?
Accountancy.
Okay, I'll give you leeway. But is the two imposter syndrome? I had to ask because I wanted to know how you handle career related comparison, like, or if like do people feel like, do you feel like you have this imposter syndrome that I'm not supposed to be in this field, but I just came and even though I'm making a lot of money, you just do you ever feel like that? Ben, where is it running to?
I'm here. Oh, sorry.
I'm asking you a question now.
I can never feel like that because because it wasn't handed to me. Oh. I did not just sleep and wake up and I became a chartered accountant. Nah, nah, nah. Everything I have worked for it very, very hard. So there's no
Mm.
imposter for me. I studied ICANN. I started from the last stage, from
No,
foundation to the.
I didn't say you've not worked for what you had. I'm saying
Mhm,
career wise, related the comparison. If you look at the trajectory that you know from biochemist to financial expert, you know,
mhm.
would you have thought that yes, that's the way the whole thing will turn out to be?
Of course not. I have experience working as a biochemist in this country too. But
Yeah,
like I said,
why need to follow up with that?
it's very bad. I was earning about 50,000 naira a month as a biochemist. Do you know what? That's crazy.
What you
That's
only what?
very. I was earning about 50,000 naira a month as a biochemist.
Okay,
Like,
you only let. Oh, the pay wasn't good for you.
it was so ridiculous. It was less than $50 in a month. Am I supposed to start
Mm.
life with that kind of money? No. So I was there, but I was looking for opportunities. And then KPMG's graduate training came along and I applied. And I just applied myself to it. That's all.
Mm. So for the audience that these are my
You don't want
friends,
to show us your face.
so you give us leeway.
Mommy day you.
I've seen you very well now.
Okay, so I wanted to know if I'm not there with you guys anymore. How was the
I don't understand. You're not there with us anymore. What's wrong with this one?
countdown?
But let's continue. Let's continue.
Countdown is not a question I wanted to ask. When last did you guys see each other? When last did you guys hang out?
Wow, I love that question. So Ben, I don't use the word fuck, right? Because I don't use that F word. Ben messed it up. The last time we hung out was sometime last year. Then after Ben got chattered, we all planned that we were going to go to Lacapa in Tropicana. But it didn't happen. Ben claimed there was no funds. I don't know if he thought we were going to like leave the bills for him to pay. Man, it needs to be work, bro. We have our own money.
But the last time, no,
So
the last time we went,
so the last time we hung out was last year.
no, when
And we
that,
all contributed.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Sometime
Like,
last year. I can't remember
no,
the
that's what I'm
month
saying. Like,
exactly.
obviously, yeah, we will not ask the women to pay because the last time I was there and we all hung out, all the men footed the bills, and everybody did as if,
That was then now.
and everybody did as if
That was
nothing
that time. The
happened.
other time
Everybody locked up.
bro, how many girls? We're just like 3 girls. The other time we went out, it was just me and Tiana. Me and Tiana were the only girls, and we
So
contributed.
I was there now.
Everybody
So I
dropped their
was there now.
5K. Are you one? If that was the first
There.
one,
So
but
like,
the
So I
I
was
had a
second
picture
the
there.
with
second
you
one
and
went
Thomas.
to
We were
is
there.
exporter.
The first one at CMD.
The first one, yes, it was only
Yeah, now
it was
that's what I'm
only the
saying
guys
now.
that
When I
sorted it
was
out. We
there,
know. Nope. And that was when you were there, but you left now. And after you left, we paid our bills ourselves. We contributed, bro.
okay.
We are not broke.
Congratulations. You are financial experts now. That's why now. So you thought
Right.
before you're not financial experts. Oh god. So how has the friendship changed and as you've gotten married, Shoma? I don't know about Shola. Ben has Ben has not gotten married, but he said he's planning to.
Yeah, and he has gotten an apartment. I didn't tell them that.
And
A
then
new
he
place.
changed his house. He
Continue.
changed his house. I
Yeah.
think he got a new car.
Congratulations, Ben.
Yeah, he got a new car. Exactly.
So
Tiana, Shola, we are planning on coming to visit Benjamin. Just let me let him know your
Sorry,
so
position.
who is the way that is planning to come and visit them?
Our meta.
Eh,
Let's continue. Rebami.
okay.
okay. So for those that I don't want to have because Chioma is married, so Chioma is good to go. For all of you
Are you
that
whining?
no, I don't want to ask about your relationship. You want to talk about your marriage, ni?
Chat.
No. Like I talk about relationship. You don't need to. You mustn't let them know I'm married now. What? Like I don't understand.
No, I must let them
Are you
know.
hiding it? What do you mean?
I don't know. Are you hiding it? Me?
Yeah, ask your question. Ask your question. And
For those that are single, so what are the signs that you have learned to look for in a healthy versus toxic relationships? Right. Let me start with Shola, then I can go to Ben.
Please, can you recap?
I said for I don't know if you are in any relationship or not, but I think we have all grown up, something like this. So the signs that you've learned to look out for when you want to, go into a relationship, whether LD versus toxic ones, like, what are the signs that you look out for going into relationships now that you are much more independent?
Right. So, signs I look out for peace, right? If I see any red flag that I cannot cope with, I just fucked out.
What can't you cope with?
Okay. I can't deal with an aggressive person.
Okay.
I can't deal with somebody that doesn't have self-control. You can't control yourself, you can't control your emotions, you can't control your anger. No, I can't deal. I'll just go. More peace. Also, I look out for somebody that aligns with my own vision. It's not like I'll be doing
Mm.
something and you are not in support of it and you want to stop it. You want me to stop because just because you don't like it. No, I have my life.
If you see a future with this person, can't you make compromise?
Compromise. If I see a feature with an
Uh,
aggressive person, I would not compromise. I will not do that.
why?
You want him to beat me? Do you want him to beat me? Do you want him to blow it?
No,
Do
this
you want him to
aggressive
block out my
because I'm
eyes?
hearing myself in the background. Sorry, I don't know.
Huh?
So, no, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you should date it. I'm not saying you should go out. I'm not saying that you go out with an aggressive person. What I'm saying is, you're saying like some things you don't agree with, and I'm saying that there can be compromises that you can actually live with,
Okay.
and all those compromises.
Okay, if it is something that I can work with, then it's fine. But if it's something like I can't work with, like I can't compromise, it's not a do or die affair. It's not by force.
We know it's not by force. Let me go to my guy. Ben, what's up?
I'm fine. So for me, I think the situation
Shola, can
of
you
this
just
country.
mute a bit, please? I think you.
Okay,
Okay,
I think that's
then
better. Yeah. So for me, I think the situation of this country has put us in a very, very special
I
situation.
think you stop.
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
Ben. Yeah, I can hear you now.
The situation of the country has put us in a very, very special situation. I'm not speaking for all the ladies, but a lot of ladies, a lot of women in this country are looking for men that can financially alleviate them. That's what they are looking for. Um, and no, of course,
Poverty
not
alleviation
none
program.
exactly. So the first thing I try to look for is if you're that kind of person. So do you expect me? There are some ladies, just because I said I like you and I want to take you out on a date, I'm automatically owing you money, just like that. And it happens. Like I have too many experiences to start mentioning, in fact. So that's the first thing I look for to like because is I know it might not be too common in Western world, but here in Nigeria it's really, really crazy. Then
If you go out here also, I think it's polite that you also. It's just like how would I put it. I don't know. It's just polite that you pay for
I
the
don't have
date.
issues paying for maybe we go out on a date or something. I want to even pay as the man. I want to foot that bill. But I'll give you one example. I met someone and the person is just she just finished NYSC and she got a job. Oh, we are thankful. Thank God you've gotten a job. And next thing I'm seeing is that you need money for upkeep for your job after you are going to your job. What does that even mean? How like I should send you money for upkeep. I just
What's
told you
upkeep?
upkeep now for her daily
Uh,
living, feeding,
she,
transportation.
uh, are you
And I'm
are you
telling
a
you, like
sponsor of this?
I'm really, really like I asked questions. So I asked her, so what about your parents? Why are you asking me for this? What happened to your parents? They are the ones that should support you till you stand on your feet. And she's telling me she doesn't want to ask her parents for personal reasons, but you can ask me. So
Father
that
Benjamin.
that's number one thing. I think the second thing I'll look for is whether our values align. Do you have the kind of values that I have? Do you have similar goals and ambition? Are you satisfied with just being where you are, or you are looking to grow? That one too is very important because when you get into a relationship or you get married, if your values do not align, major problems start to happen because probably woman is fine with just being where she is, and the man is trying to scale, and money that should have been used to probably buy a new car or move to a new apartment, the man is using it to do a new business, and the woman is not happy with it. So those kind of things, we need to have alignment of values, alignment of vision and purpose.
Mm.
Those ones, that is also very important. Then also reasonability is very important for me. How reasonable are you? Are you the type of woman that you want to control everything in the house without making me have a say? You want me because I'm dating you or getting married to you, no more hanging out with your friends, no more going out on weekends. You're always like, so those kind of things. How reasonable are you? As a man, so I'm very reasonable. And I understand that sometimes I need to, spend time with you other than go out with my friends. But then I also need to have friends I interact with outside of you. You definitely be my friend, but you shouldn't be my only friend and the only person I talk to about everything. So I think those are the major things I look out for when I'm getting into a relationship in this country.
Thank you. Chairman, as the
Our mommy.
chairman, can you hear me?
Mommy C.
Hello, Rebami, is it right to ask Ben a
And you
question?
can ask me a question if you want. It's a discussion.
All right, so fine, Ben. The first thing you said something that I think probably they're always after your money in a way. That's just how I take it, because you took the lady out and she's already expecting you to foot her bills. She got a job. So my first question is how did you approach her? Like, so when you came to her, when you met her, did you start showing her all this? Now luxury. I can foot this. I can do this. I can
I'm
do
the
that.
assistant manager of
Okay,
KPM.
How was the approach?
I have a question for you to Choma. Does my approach
No,
determine
that
the
answer
billing?
that first now. So how did you approach her? He said,
I'll answer you, but does the approach determine
I'm
the
listening.
amount of billing I get billed?
I'm not saying it determines, but in a way too, it might. Like you
Okay,
said,
I'll tell
some
you.
It
girls,
might
not all
because
Because
you guys didn't grow
girls.
up in the same household, so you didn't grow up in the
Exactly.
same
I'll tell you how
household.
I
So
approach
the
it.
way
Let
the
me
way
tell
they
you
might have
how.
Right.
So,
trained
I'll tell you how. So, someone introduced her to me that, oh, this is a girl that is a potential good girl. I should just start talking to her. And she wasn't even in Lagos at that time. She was serving in one Western state. So as a copper, we used to talk regularly. But as a copper, they were paying them 33K that time. It was very difficult for her to make ends meet. So from time to time, she wouldn't ask me, but she would tell me challenges she's having. And from time to time, I'll support her financially. I haven't asked her out. I wanted to see this person in person first before asking her out. So I didn't ask her out. I used to support her from time to time because I felt she needed it and she needed my help, basically. In terms of lifestyle and anything, I did not have any type of interaction for her to see where I stay or something like that, except maybe through video calls, because she was not even in Lagos at that time. The only time I met her was when she came back to Lagos and we went out together to a restaurant in her area, nothing too fancy, in her area. And then at the end of that date, I didn't even say this one. At the end of that date, that I went to her area, and mind you, her area is very far. Her area is somewhere in Badagry. I had to drive all the way to that area to see her because that's what she wanted. She wanted to feel like she was being chased as a woman. And I said, okay, I can do that for a woman I'm chasing. I went to that area. And then when I got to that area, we had a date and we were about to leave. This girl told me she wants to buy pizza for her siblings and I should come and pay for pizza for her siblings. And that
Okay, so can I chip in something? Can I chip in something? So, like I said, that was why I asked that question. That what was the approach like? And the Rebami started by saying, I think he said something like, you don't know if that was how she was brought up. I won't say that is it for all
no, I
ladies,
didn't say. I didn't say
right?
that.
So
I
you
didn't
already
say
made her
that.
feel,
Oh, sorry, I didn't say that. Oh. I said we
oh,
are all
okay,
brought up to
all
different
right,
house settings that we don't know the
exactly,
way they do in their own place. You understand? So
right,
yeah,
fine.
it's not. Yeah,
So maybe that's how she understands love. Maybe to her, that's how
maybe,
love is.
maybe.
That's her own love language. So when you've not met her, I'm not saying it's a wrong thing. No, why not help somebody, help someone you've not met her, right? And you're assisting. Now, the person that introduced you to her, how is your relationship with that person? Maybe you already all spending. We all know Ben now. Ben Omni give it.
Anima
I know you
Shao.
very well. So maybe the person that did the introduction, right? Tiana, you know Ben now. So probably the person that
Now,
introduced you to
people
the
will
lady
be
already knows
stingy
that
with this for
this
future,
guy.
but
Wait,
continue.
wait, sorry, let me continue. The person was like, this guy, see this guy na baba doings, as in just bilam. So that girl already has that mindset that since this person has already told me, okay, fine, no problem, let's get into this thing. Now they're paying her 33K. I know 33K is not enough. Honestly, it's not. So if you were not in her life, wouldn't she hustle? I remember during our own time, it was 19.8. 19.8 was what they were paying us, right? I'm not saying it's not good for you to have a boyfriend that will assist you or support you, but that doesn't mean you should now start making it your everyday priority. You now start, because this same boyfriend in quotes is also hustling the same way you're trying to hustle. Then now you guys ended up meeting. I just same thing. So me, I feel it's based on the narrative or the impression she has got from whoever introduced you both. I'm not sure that is how she really is. Probably the person
I'm
that said
sure.
that Omo used to go and collect national cake. So man, she also came
I
for
won't
it.
allow you guys to gang up on my guy.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Sorry,
let me
can I
answer
come in?
actually. Not answer.
Yeah, Tiana,
Okay,
Tiana,
so
Chola, please, just your mic.
actually, what?
Tiana, you can
Okay,
talk.
so I was just saying that
Chola,
like
please, your
they
mic.
usually say, Shama, you said something about maybe she needs support and all. Yes, but then if you are coming to meet somebody at first meeting, and you are asking for money, it shows the kind of person that you are. First off,
No, she didn't ask for money. She asked for pizza for her
why would you
family.
ask for pizza for your family? I don't get it. Is he your father?
They might be hungry now. You can't
On
say
on
now.
the
And she wants
first
to go.
date, really.
Potential husband. You buy things for your sisters and
So
brothers-in-law.
even if somebody's even giving you money on the first date, if you meet a guy that works for his money, eh, like he works for his money, and you are asking him on the first date
No,
for money for pizza and something, even if you like,
I'm playing devil's advocate
if you
here.
like, wait,
I'm
see,
trying to
if you
support
like,
the
package
nobody.
yourself or whatever. If it's somebody that is very reasonable, will tell you that, oh, okay, I don't think this is the girl for me on the first date. And secondly,
Me, somebody like me, I will pay you for after I pay,
exactly, that's the end.
just so that I
Exactly,
never
that's
see
what I'm
you again.
saying.
That's what I
That's what
did.
I'm
That's
saying.
exactly what I did. I paid and I left.
Exactly.
And now you will not just
That's
say
what
for
I'm
me again.
saying.
That's
And
just the fact.
again, you said somebody introduced them. I used to say these things that, where do you guys meet this kind of girls? That's the thing. Yes, because if you say that, no,
Please
yeah,
help
no,
me
no, no.
ask.
But honestly, no,
Oh,
Rebami, let's look at this like this. See, if you say that, oh, normally, this is the kind of person you are looking for. If you say this is the kind of person you are looking for, you want a reasonable woman and something and all, somebody that's and everything. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Who is crying there? I have to tell these guys they
So,
cheated
and you're saying that you're
this.
looking for a reasonable woman. Sorry, like I'm trying to say, you see, you have to vet what you are looking for. Not It's not about because she's beautiful and she has breasts, she has this, she has everything, and she looks like it. Have important conversations with them before you start taking them out on dates. Have like one or two conversations
Mm.
to know how they think. Not that because of she's fine and everything and she's clinical. First of all, just listen to how they speak. First of all, have one or two, just chip in one or two questions and ask them and see how they respond. From there, you can know that I don't think this person is my kind of person. I think this person, not that, oh, okay, she's fine, she's set. Oh yeah, now let's meet. I am not saying that she's asking for money for pizza, and now she will do upkeep now definitely for you to be seeing her regularly.
And you don't know because maybe Ben has been talking to the lady. She didn't portray signs of those kind of things.
What
Then when they went on the
conversations were you
date,
people having? How are you? Have you eaten? How was your day? What conversations were you guys having?
most
Okay. Answer
okay.
you. So,
No,
relationship
no,
coach
no, sorry,
Tiana.
I'm just saying, no, no. See, the same way with me. If I were
I'll
to
answer
pick
your
a guy
questions.
too,
So,
if I were to pick a guy, I will first of all listen to how you speak and how you reason. If I can start saying that, oh, you are reasonable. So
Wow.
please, Ben, go ahead.
okay, so I'll answer your question. Let me start from Tiana's one. So Tiana said that what conversations we were having. So keep in mind that this is someone who was staying in a really, really like, trench part of, I think it was Ekiti or somewhere, and she was just trying to survive basically. So we're talking about, oh, what are your plans for the future? What do you want to do? What do you do currently? How do you support yourself? Stuff like that. And she was giving me good answers. She makes clothes on the side. She plans to come to Lagos after she's done with school, probably move away from that her area to the more like developed parts of Lagos and get a good job while doing her side hustle, rent a house, just move to the better part of Lagos and be something with her career. On the date itself, I asked her, I asked her a question that stuck with me. In fact, there are two things that stuck with me before the end of that date. Number one thing that stuck with me was I asked her, what would she say is her dream man? What kind of man would she call her dream man? And she said, a man that can take care of her needs, her responsibilities, can shower her with gifts and can be there for her, that kind of thing.
Okay,
And
okay,
I swallowed it. I took it of that. The second thing that stuck with me was that she told me that she almost didn't come for that date. And I was like, why? Why did you come? Why did you almost not come? She said her mother almost made her not to come. And I said, why? Why will your mother not allow you come for a date? And she said that her mother wants a purebred Igbo man. And because I am not purebred, my mom is Igbo, but my dad is not Igbo. Because I am not purebred, her mother almost made her not to come. That it was her father that had to intervene for her to
Sorry,
come on
she
that
Igbo.
date. Yes, she's Igbo. Sorry to Chioma and Igbo women, but I don't know. She's Igbo.
Oh.
And then moving to what you said, Iri, about the different kinds of backgrounds we come from. As I am like this, if you
Let
send
me
me
take her now,
5K,
please.
10K, dash,
I need to share my camera. I can't even
Tiana,
share.
Tiana,
your mic is.
please. Hey, God.
So if you send me 5K, 10K, dash that I did not work for, the way I will appreciate it, I will be so grateful. And I can never come and meet you or anybody to say, give me money for upkeep or buy pizza for my siblings or some ridiculous things like that. It doesn't make so
Mm.
whatever background, what I'm trying to say is that whatever background you came from, you should know some basic things. You should not be putting yourself and your system out there. I told the person I introduced also, the person was so disappointed because the person is a family friend, was so disappointed that what kind of thing is this? Don't you have shame? Don't you get embarrassed to say some kind of things? So I don't know, maybe
Mm.
social media that is doing a number on some of the ladies these days, but that's what we're seeing out there. So
Mm.
that's
I,
You need
you
to
know,
say,
I wanted to. No, like, part of my next question was like, you know, what we have learned about maintaining relationships while managing a busy lifestyle. You know, one thing that has always stuck out is, most people are saying I'm busy, busy, or busy, or busy, or busy, and they're never too busy for someone you actually care about or you want to actually you know have a relationship with. But there's one thing I wanted to talk on, or because me personally, for me, I don't know how to undo awkward conversations or confrontations respectfully. Like, I don't just like public confrontation or awkward conversations, and Ben knows that. He says I'm too nice because most times I don't know how to say, like, I don't know how to just like tell people off and just everybody should go their own way. But I don't know, how do you guys handle awkward conversations? Is Chema there?
yeah, I'm here.
You don't want to turn
so. Should I
your
talk?
camera.
No, it's be on now. And
Should I go
so,
ahead?
mm-hmm.
So I wanted
Can
to
I go
know.
ahead?
I wanted to know
Mm-hmm.
how you handle awkward conversations or confrontations. you know, generally.
This question is for me, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so when someone probably, let's say, I remember when I was in a relationship and somebody came up with, I just find a way to like just end the call. Let's say it's through via phone call, right? Maybe we're having a conversation or something and you're already digressing or you're already sounding, I don't know, I don't know the right word to use, right? You're already being awkward.
Or
So
weird.
I just find a way to just yeah, where there's something. I just find a way to like end the call. I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, no problem. Can we just talk later?
If it's face to
I
face, though.
just drop the call. If it's face to face, I walk out. That's sorry, but that's me. I don't know if it's something bad, if it's a bad character or whatever, but I just walk out because I don't want to like use words that the person might not like, right? I'm just like, okay, no problem, it's fine. Oh, that's okay. I just find a way to like exit that place because if I stay there any longer, I will insult you. I will say things that might actually hurt you. So it's better avoid it and leave. So I think that's the way me I try to handle it. Then after some time, if that person is actually someone that is reasonable that I can still approach or talk to, right? I'll call the person maybe after a while, can take a day or two and address that conversation. See, when it comes to these things, you don't say that with me. So that's what I do. I'll call the person. I'm like, when it comes to this, don't have this kind of conversations with me. I'm not caught up for that. You can have it with other people, but not with me. So yeah, basically that's what I do. I don't know if it's right, I don't know if it's wrong, but that is it, and that is me. Yeah.
Like, because for me personally, I don't know how to have this kind of conversation. What I don't do is I allow you to say what you want to say, but like I will limit my interaction with you going forward instead of,
Okay.
because I don't know, I don't like confrontations at all. I don't like stand
So
up.
that's why I use that word that if the person is reasonable, like reasonable in the sense that if it's someone you can actually like approach, if you feel someone that okay, if I talk to this person, the person obviously there's a sense of reason in this person, the person can actually listen. Right, because some people that conversation maybe something might have triggered it, something might have happened that made them start saying things like or start bringing up creating such scenario.
Yeah.
So you can't just because of one scene or one thing that happened to just like friend zone or keep off from that person, right? So it's not when you now like have that reasonable conversation and you see that no, this person, there's no sense in this person can't even change. This is how this person will still be. The person can say things to you outside anyhow. So there's no point being in that same zone with that person. So that's when I now like cut off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this question is for everybody, and
Sorry.
everybody will answer the question.
Okay.
So I wanted to know,
Yeah, I
Christiana.
wanted to ask Choma something. What she said.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's this scenario. Okay, let's just say it's a real life, like it happened to me. When it comes to confronting
Okay.
awkward situations and also if you're in a kind of situation that you know that this person you need something from this person, but you know that you cannot sit 3 minutes. What am I saying?
Mm.
You cannot sit 2 seconds with this person, and this person does not say awkward words, nasty words. But you know that, oh, this person is very good at what he does. And this is the right person that you've been needing the person's assistance. And then when you go and meet him and you speak to him, and the person is like, oh, this, that, talking about a lot of, he says nasty stuff, and you're like, okay, and you've spoken to this person, and you've said, oh, please, when you're talking to me, please do not speak to me in that way again. I believe you are both matured. It doesn't sit well with me. Let's just do what we have to do, and let's move on with life. Because yes, I'm that kind of person. I will tell you, and I'll tell you that, oh, I don't, it's not my kind of person. I'll set it straight with you. But then the person keeps on saying, oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. But you know that you still need to go back and meet that person for something pertaining to your job. So how will you handle it?
Okay, so I want to ask, aside that person, is there any other person you can meet to for that thing you
No,
need
there's
for
no
your
another
job?
person. It's the best at what he does.
So
You
he's the only
okay.
person,
Yes.
right? And he's the only
Yes.
one, right? So there's this saying that when you want to get something, you just have to bend. So the bend is not that you're I don't know, like you now start creating room for or start indulging the awkwardness or the awkward conversations.
Mm.
But in a way, I want this thing, right? I need this information. If I don't get it, it's going to affect my job. It's going to, so if let's assume, okay, I want to create a scenario. Let's say the person is very blunt, like the person is very rude. The person can like even insult you, and maybe you don't like things like that. You too, you have your own shades to give back to the person. We all need something, right? So if you're insulting me, for instance, I'll give you back the insult, and we all
No, she
laugh
didn't.
it out.
No, she didn't.
I'll
She didn't
insult
even
you
say.
to
She
you.
didn't even say insults. But what I want to say, like, let me
Okay,
address that issue
just
because
just 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 cut me
no,
off.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I think we're all missing the point.
No, it's fine.
We're missing the point. I'm so sorry for doing that actually because
Yeah,
in
right.
this place here in the UK, anything that has to do with something that makes you feel uncomfortable and they report you for any something like a misconduct or something, just so that it is over. I think
That's
it's not
UK, but down here in
that what I'm
Nigeria, what
saying.
if
That
it
what I'm
doesn't?
saying
I'm
because
not sure it happens that way here,
there's not a mechanism for that in Nigeria. And
right? So
and
what should she do?
what do you say?
So what should she do?
What you should is the person your work partner or is the person
This one is a work partner.
She just told you that that's the only person that can give her the information she
report the person to
needs.
the
How
HR
would you
now that
report?
this person
How
have
would you
conversations with
report
you that
the
you don't
person
like.
to HR when you know that you need something from this person? This person is
No,
best at
it's not
what
that
Exactly.
they
he
will fire the
does.
person. Just like
Everybody
okay,
knows.
make a complaint
Wait,
that
wait, wait,
okay,
Bami. Everybody knows
everybody
that this
knows.
guy.
Okay, so now remember me. Wait, sir. Okay.
Okay, so everybody knows that this guy is good at what he does. He's the best at what he does. And for your particular role, you need him to give you what you like. He knows that you need to come and meet him, and he knows that you still need his help to come and meet him. There's no how if you like go back and forth, be
Uh,
angry, come back. He has to come back to come and meet him to ask him for the help. So how did you manage the situation?
okay,
So that's why I said if it because so that means because reporting him to the HR won't solve anything because you might report him and he will end up not giving you what you
Exactly.
want or he will start like
It's
delaying
even
the
backfire.
process. So like I said, bend does not mean that you just have to like indulge. I don't maybe I'm not using the right word, but like I said, if you want to get something, like be if it's for you to go like that low for you to get what you want to
you
get
try and
because you know that
accommodate
it's just
him.
for a while.
That's it.
Once you get, yeah, that's the word, accommodate him. Once you just get what you want, once you get what you want, you
Yeah.
exit, you leave, except it's something that will keep recurring and recurring and recurring. But if it's something that okay, it's gonna be like a one-off thing, learn what you want to learn what you want to learn, calm down, ignore, just wear this bulletproof around you, ignore whatever he's saying, just ignore, act like whatever he's saying is not entering you, like act like you're not hearing, act like you can't see him, just get what you want to
Want to
get,
get.
then you leave. Once you've gotten what you want, once you've gotten what you want, you put it into action. You know that there won't be any room for you to go back to that same person.
Mm.
So I think that's my own say.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to my own question. Is Christian, are you
Wait,
satisfied?
yeah, thank you. No, thank you, Chema. Yeah, I'm satisfied. That's what I've been doing. But then it can be very irritating. So, yes, it's fine. You can go on. Ibrahim, thank you, Chema.
Okay, so because I want us to wrap up, so I
Welcome.
wanted to know.
Yeah,
I
because
don't.
Ben is sleeping already.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sleeping, no. I even have something to say about what Tiana said, but no
Oh, yeah,
problem.
drop it
No.
now. Go
Wait.
on.
Wait first.
No, please say.
Okay.
Okay, so
Say
it's
it.
not going to be long. All I want to
You are
say is
hijacking
that I
Ebami's
read
program.
somewhere. Sorry, I read somewhere that they said difficult conversations, easy life. Easy conversations, and you might have a difficult life. So for you to have an easier life, you need to have these difficult conversations from time to time. If it is a situation where it's a one-off something like Shama had said, I agree with you. By all
Mm.
means, accommodate the person as much as you can and get what you want. But if it is something that is recurring and you have to keep going back to this person, you have to have those difficult conversations with the person. Call the person and tell the person, I do not like this. Please don't
Yes. Call the
around.
person to order.
And
How
move
many
on from that.
times?
You have to have it in one thing.
As much as you want, call the person to
If
order.
you have done
That
it and it keeps
there's a
keep calling him and having that conversations and threatening to report, do whatever you have to do to make sure he gets the message. And then If your life will be better.
Oh, okay. So I want to chip into what Ben said. If you're having that difficult conversation with him, is it possible for you to add someone else there? Like, is it possible for you to bring in
This is
someone
what I'm
else?
saying. Now, this is what I'm saying. Report this person or make a complaint to the HR. It's as simple as that. Make them have that conversation with him that this is a workplace settings and there's some things you cannot just say in the workplace. I don't know. It's not that difficult. You understand?
Yeah,
Because if you don't make that drastic action, they won't stop.
At all.
They won't stop. In the era of Me Too, there's this Me Too era that happened in the US that if they just accuse you like this of sexual misconduct, you wanna finish.
Yeah, gone.
I've ended your career. If one woman don't say he touched me, or if one woman don't say that even though you not do anything, don't say he touched me. All those women in the US that they don't even, they will finish you, your career. There was this reporter that is very good at his job, but about 7 or 8 people are saying that yes, he's touching them inappropriately at the workplace. And where is he touching them? They say his man part is touching their shoulders. Maybe when he wants to come to the office, you lean on them, something like that. About 8 of them, 3 people said he asked them out. They did not agree. So at the end of the day, they had to fire him. So they don't anything else that has to do like one thing here that even if you look at somebody inappropriately, it is part of sexual harassment. If you look at somebody inappropriately, they can actually report you for that, and you can actually, the authorities can take it up. So it's like everybody said, have that conversation with him. But if it is something that is not listening, escalate it, take it to the HR, and I'm sure maybe they can find a way for him to be able to stop what he's doing. But my own question was, I want to have 2 questions. Then everybody can take have their take. So, what is one unspoken social rule you think more people should follow, Ben?
One
You think what?
What is one unspoken social rule you think more people should follow?
one unspoken social rule. I don't know. In what context? Are you talking of like in an office or just
Yeah, generally, not an office. Generally, generally.
okay? For me, I
Like
think
for me now, if you go on date, everybody should pay. Everybody should pay for their meal. If you
I don't
eat,
understand. What's that, Rayman? Because it's the UK lifestyle, right?
no, I'm giving example. I'm giving example.
No, sorry, remember, are you broke?
I'm not broke. I'm giving example.
Should I help you? Should I pay your bills?
I'm giving example. Anybody that wants to go and eat or go out should carry money. That they say Nigeria vex money. Carry vex money with you in case anything happens. So you pay for your meal yourself.
there was sometimes someone asked 50 Cent this question, and he said the person that initiates the date is the person that should pay for the date. But women will know, Nigerian women will know. But
The
let's
person that
move
initiates the
on.
dates. Who
So
says
No, I'm not saying.
for me,
I'm not giving. I'm just giving an example actually. So I'm not saying it for me personally. I'm just giving an example. So
okay, for me,
just
because
for
of the
the
country we
audience
live
there.
in, and because of the way Nigeria is somehow, the way Nigerians are, I feel like one social thing that everybody should follow is to try and be minding their business. A lot of people don't mind their business in this
perfect?
country.
I swear, perfect. Perfect.
Everybody's mind their business here, guy. This one,
That's why I say Nigeria. Here, Nigeria, they
they
don't
don't mind
mind
them,
their
and I miss it actually. I miss it. I
You
miss
miss
it.
it, okay?
Yes, I
Gossiper.
do.
If you just pass, they will gossip, gossip, gossip.
I miss it because you're sitting in the boat. Everyone does sit like this.
It's not
Everyone
better.
does sit like nobody. They greet anybody.
It's not better. It's not better than you pass now. They'll say, Siam. Do you know that
I like it.
my former
Yes, I
my
Then,
like it
former
like
then is
that.
this
compound,
your workplace? Is this
my
your
former
workplace?
compound, everywhere is Nigerian thing. That's what I don't think it's just work. Everywhere in Nigeria is they gossip. It's a Nigerian thing. My former compound, I
Oh
once heard
god.
overheard one woman saying that, am I the owner of that compound? Telling somebody else. So she was speaking Yoruba. She thought I didn't know Yoruba. Say, am I the owner of that compound? And I was just looking. The person answered that no, I rent the place. The woman now said, why is he not living there since? He did not pack out. I was like, what's your business? What concern?
I miss such kind of conversations. I swear,
Yeah.
I miss them
That-
because yeah, everybody's always on
It's
headphones,
our way of
minding
life.
their business, facing front, and it's just crazy. I miss those kind of conversations that you cannot see like in the bus. I think at the time there was time like I enjoyed entering the bus back in Nigeria because there's always fights.
it's not a good thing, though. Yeah.
There's always fights, but I think I think something happened. Something of that magnitude happened here too when I was moving in the morning. That everyone does that with the boss because they escalated the fight to knife. I mean,
And Nigerians involved.
no, it's no. I don't know the Nigerians. It was a black and white person. I don't. They were fighting from the bus stop before they picked them from the bus. From the bus stop, they were fighting from the bus stop. They entered the bus. They are fighting. The driver said, "Okay, just get out." The driver has the power to say she get out from the bus. So the driver said, "Just leave. Bro, no, you want to go and fight?" The guy said, "No, he wants to." The black guy said he wants to fight by force, by fire. That one tried to beg, "Okay, I'm sorry." He said, "No, he will not agree. They must fight." So they had to get that one bus stop. You are going to work. You have to get that one bus stop to fight. So that's good. I got a lot of things, man. But I miss all those not minding your business in that Nigeria. Yes, don't mind. I like it like that because it breeds conversations. You understand?
Yeah.
So,
So for me, I don't know if this is an unspoken rule, but I will say I'm a boy sweet, right?
My
But be
sister,
careful who
it
you
is.
share it with, and be careful who you get it from. Because that person you call your best friend is actually not your best friend, because the person is just someone else's best friend. So that's it for me.
Yes,
okay. Shola, you want to say anything?
Yes,
True.
I'm a boy sweet. Baby is sweet. But then you just have to be careful, like Choma has said, because you might say ABC, and when the information is going to go out, they'll say you say DFG, like you just turn everything. But then just choose your amable partner rightly and enjoy your gist.
Tiana.
So for the white people, I want Bami people. Amebo is gossip.
I'm not white.
So you know, like what is
I'm not
Amebo?
white.
What do you think is Amiba? Is Amebo? I'm asking for your people, not you, your other people, not you, because I don't understand. Say you want to
Those ones they are
speak as
forming.
well. It's gossip.
Don't mind
Okay.
them. The thing about it, like the culture here breeds. How would I put it? You being alone, and I don't like it. Except you're here with your family. So I don't enjoy it like that. Unlike in Nigeria now, you can stop a lady on the road and just talk to have a conversation. Yeah, I'm not sure you can do that except you meet in a social gathering or something. It's not. You can't just
Hey,
you can't
yeah,
just
Pele, my
you can't
brother.
walk up to anybody and toast
Toast
them
now, so that you
before
be
they go.
toasted out. Toast.
So that means ironically, you're trying to tell us that you don't have a babe. Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
He
follow
does,
this
though.
girl.
What did he say? Eh?
You don't have a babe.
The information is confidential.
He does, though.
Matore. Confidential.
Did
Yes, and the information is confidential now. Why do you want to know if I have a babe or not? Benjamin,
Chima,
do you have
leave
a
him
babe?
now. Don't worry. There's
The
nothing new
information
under
is
the sun.
confidential.
One day we go see her.
Benjamin that they just serve breakfast or he serve the person
Who
breakfast.
serve Benjamin?
So which relationship does he
Ben.
want to enter?
They serve okay.
remember me said Ben is getting married soon? Oh.
No, it's Sammy.
To that same babe, to the Badagry babe.
It's Sammy that is getting married.
It's Sammy that is getting married though. It's not Ben.
Uh,
It's Sam.
just make sure that during Sam's
Are you go-
wedding,
Are you guys going for
catch
Sam's?
the
Are you guys
bouquet.
attending Sam's wedding? Are you guys attending? Ben, are you driving to Ibadan?
I'll join
I
on
don't know how
Zoom.
we are going, but I know I'll go, Sha.
You guys should just keep us
You're
updated,
going.
Sha. I think I'm interested in going to.
Okay.
Final
Sorry,
question. Final
I'm interested
question.
in going as well, right? Yeah, thank you,
I mean,
Join
can
on
Tiana.
the
talk on, we
podcast.
can
Next
talk on the
question.
group.
Eh?
you know
Okay, all right. Next
we're
question.
on the podcast. You know that, Abby.
Okay. Oh,
But all
sorry.
these
I
things are not
beg,
No,
very
finish
Family,
the
I'm
deep.
going to
bottle
say
out,
something
Charlie.
here before I go to the next question.
I'm not editing anything.
So,
I've told you. So,
Leave it now. Leave it that way.
yeah, talk now.
I think one social rule for me is is like a normal saying that people used to say, cut your coat according to your clothes. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because of the way society is nowadays. In fact, let me use an example. For example, weddings. You say you want to go for your friend's wedding, and they say, "Oh, Ashwebi is 80K,"
Mm.
and you know deep down that your salary, if you remove 80K,
Afford it.
I like that.
you know that if you remove
I like that
80K from that
emphasis.
salary, you will cry. You will cry. You will drink Gary tire. You know. I'm not using that as an example that, okay, yes, you know that this thing is going to really tell on you. So you go ahead, buy the 80K clothes, all in the name that you want to be present at that party or show that, oh, yes, you too. And you can actually just sit at home, not even don't even buy the 80K, send money to the person, at least save yourself of the whole stress and going there. Also, that's just an example. I just feel that you don't need to, like, once you know yourself and you know your capability, you don't need to outgo or outdo yourself because you see your friends doing this, doing that. You don't need
Mm.
to go to all the whole outing. You don't need to attend. You don't need to attend all the whole parties. It's not necessary. I just feel I just need to say that.
Thank you.
So on points, man.
Thank you so much. The reason I'm happy is that I don't have to pay for anybody at Ashwebi. I'm not going anywhere,
You
so
pay for salmon, and groomsmen. Especially
Pay
Ben.
for
Ben, you will
Samsung. You
pay.
send the
pepper
Right
money.
hand
please.
man, you will pay.
Can pay for
So
you even.
I want to ask, what did you say?
Can pay for
I
you.
know. No worries, fine. I'm good, thank you. So the final question, and this is something I just want to get you guys take on, and that's the final question. Then everybody can, go and do whatever they do.
Benjima Sun.
So, what's one belief or mindset you have had to unlearn in adulthood? In this adulthood,
Sorry, can you take that question again?
what's one belief or mindset you have had to unlearn in adulthood?
Well, for me,
Go ahead, Nashola.
I don't understand. Except for me, then you pause. you
I don't understand
know?
erase network. So I had to pause.
No, it's not me. Like, it's Tiana. It's Christina. Sorry. So it's
Okay.
not me.
For me, I've learned that change is inevitable. However, people change if they choose to change, right?
Hmm.
I have understand that you can't force people to change, and there is nobody that can't change. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Change is
Hmm.
inevitable. However, some people would not change. You can't force them to change except they want to change, except they work on themselves to change. So
Hmm.
I've learned about change, right?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I've always thought that adulthood, you still keep being dependent, right? Lean on people, parents, family, everybody. But I had to unlearn that when I knew that you have if you're not independent or yours is your case. So yes, adulthood is all about independency. As an adult, you can't depend on nobody. When I say nobody, I'm stretching on it. Nobody. Your parents can just support when they need to or when they want to. I think that's the best way, especially here in Nigeria. I don't know how it is over there, right? Yeah. Once you're done with school, automatically you're on your own. You're on your own. You go for service, they support you when they have to support. But every other thing is you, especially when you tell them that, oh, dad, mom, I now have this job. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you have a job. You start footing your bills. irrespective of the fact that maybe you're still staying under their roof, but you still have other bills to pay for yourself, your hair, your clothes, your undies, your, toiletries and all. So what I'll just say is, in this adulthood, you just have to be independent, unlearn dependency. Because if you keep having that mindset of dependency, you won't grow. You just be at that same stage. So that is it for me.
Thank you. Ben.
For me, I think it still goes back to the first thing that that you said at the beginning of the program. So what I've had to unlearn is that so I knew, or I felt before, that every adult had it figured out. They have their finances figured out, their relationship, their marriages, their life in general is figured out. But growing up, I've realized that a lot of people, in fact, I can say almost everybody does not have it all figured out. So what do you have to do? You have to keep learning and progressing and cutting yourself some slack and just keep growing. That's what I've had
Mm.
to learn as an adult.
Yeah, for me, and I'll have the final word. I think basically, um, you just have to be responsible in everything you do. You must be responsible, because if you're not responsible, everything boils down to responsibility. If you're not responsible, you don't have to be able to take care of yourself, you're able to take care of your family. If you have your own personal family or your own, you get married, you won't be able to take care of your wife or you will take care of your husband. So everybody must be responsible and always celebrate your wins, no matter what. Celebrate if you're successful at something, celebrate it. Nobody will celebrate you. You're not to celebrate yourself, and that's it. So I want to especially thank you guys, my friends. Although it's unorthodox, there was a lot of rousiness. I'm not going to edit. I'm not going to edit anything. Like I said, everybody will see your characters, which is why I left that country, because of you people. Everybody will see your characters online. So, so that's it. Yeah, ready? Let's see. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you
We
guys.
don't need you here, Rebami. Go stay there. You left because of us, right?
I, I
We
I
don't
really I
miss
really
you,
appreciate you
bro.
guys coming. Honestly, Ben, Chioma, Christina, Fola, Toby tried joining, bro. Network, everything was just messy, so you had to.
I think we should do this again, man.
Yes, we'll do it again. Definitely do it again.
But this time around, you have to pay us. It can't be free. We have to start charging consultancy
Don't
fee.
worry, I'll consult Nedu, then I'll get back to you. So on how much they collect for what they call it? What's that name of that podcast? But fine. So thank you so much, guys. Final word. Be responsible and celebrate your wins. Till we see you again next week. Thank you. Bye.
All right.